What's up, Extra Butter listeners? On today's episode, we're moving into episode 4, the series finale of our Christmas movies holiday series. Ending things off with the 2001 rom-com Serendipity, starring John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale. A couple first-time watchers, a couple repeat offenders here. Awesome movie to round things out of a good category that we've had here for Christmas. We update you on football in real time. Different schedule this week, so getting some live updates of games that happened this past weekend as you're listening to it now, but live in the moment for us on the pod. We don't have any gears to grind, really, and we don't have Oscars to give, but we do have presents to hand out as the Extra Butter Boys did a Secret Santa. So if you do watch the video, you will see what we got. If you don't, you'll hear it, but go check out the video, see what the boys had gotten each other. Awesome little Secret Santa that we had done. And we also are building out a new wheel for the year of 2026, moving into January, an exciting category. We could have hit it on the head. We might have missed it by a mile. We talk a little bit about that on the back end. Let us know what you think, but stick around to watch us build out the wheel as we head into the year of 2026. Guys, make sure to go listen to every episode on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music, and drop us a follow on Instagram and X, the Everything app. Everything happens on X. For all movies to come, live clips, or maybe not live, that's a dumb way to say it, but recorded clips from the pod. If you don't watch the video, get a look at what the boys are talking about there. Give us some feedback, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you guys want to see as we're moving into the new year. Not a calendar year done quite yet for the Butter Boys, but 2025 is coming to an end here. So talk a lot about a reflection in the back end, talk a lot about what's to come up, and we're excited to give you guys some more and want to hear more from you. So Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2026. Critter, roll the tape.
Extra, extra butter on the corn for me. Extra, extra butter. I hope they don't charge a fee. But it won't matter anyway. I got a good movie to play. I'm gonna ask my friends to stay extra butter for me.
This is episode 36. We are recording on the Sunday before Christmas. When you hear this, we want to wish you Merry Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and the best time of the year was yesterday, Saturday, where the long-awaited the Dallas Cowboys have been eliminated from the playoffs, has resurfaced. Thank you to the Philadelphia Eagles. First back-to-back NFC East champs in 20 years.
Congrats.
It's been an ugly season, but hey, they said it couldn't be done. So, Birds win. Commies stink. Josh Johnson got in the game, threw one of the worst interceptions I've ever seen. Wasn't a pretty win. Thought the team looked good. We're getting healthier at the right time. Jordan Davis is a fucking problem. I don't know if you guys have paid that much attention to him specifically this year, but like leaps and bounds of a career year for him. And like the things he's doing right now, and Jalen Carter's not even on the field. Next week we should get Jalen Carter back and Lane Johnson back. That D tackle tandem is a fucking unit. Moro Ajomo's good. It's just going to be – I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. We're going to be able to sit our guys. I think we'll still go play Buffalo tight. We won't probably bench anybody for that game. But I think we'll be able to rest up weeks 18, whatever it is now, game 17, week 18. When we play the Commanders again, that game might be interesting because if you guys watched it, there was a brawl at the end of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Had some ejections there. Love it out of the boys. Big Tom getting a lot of TV time whenever someone's getting taken to the locker room. But yeah, man, go Birds. Fuck Dallas.
I'm glad you haven't punted yet. I know that was quite the conversation a few weeks ago.
It's been in the air, but every time you watch them, like I keep saying, like I still think they could beat anybody.
Yeah.
Like they're good enough to beat anybody. Their defense is unbelievable. We saw it right out of the gate. It's like classic. We're the Philadelphia, in quotations, let's hope our defense bails us out again, end quotations, Eagles. And we fumbled the opening kickoff in the red zone and hold them to a field goal. It's like our defense is nails, and we're getting JC back. And our offense has the guys that when it's clicking, And when you have a defense that is that good, you don't need to score 40 points.
Right.
If there's a game where we need to, I'd be surprised, but I know we can.
It's less pressure.
Yeah, when your defense is that good, dude, it's like, I mean, Coop is a dog, Q's a dog, whatever that clip is, dog. Him, he used to play running back, also a dog.
Hey, but he was on the team.
All over our defense is just dogs. Offense kind of names speak for themselves. Nice to be clinched. Stress-free football the next couple weeks. Get healthy and get ready for the playoffs.
Vikings beat the Giants, and that's the
today.
There you go. That's my Minnesota sports update.
JJ got hurt.
He's good
again.
They did X-rays in his hand. He's good.
Vikings win again. And the Chicago Bears have defeated the Green Bay Packers at Soldier Field in a wild, wild game. Pretty boring for the most part, but I would love losers talk first, so we'll pass it over to Chris.
And then my mic stopped working. Had to hop out and hop back in because my mic stopped working. So it's been a doozy of a last 24 hours. But yeah, I mean, just like the same thing as last week. Like you control basically the first half and even some part of the third quarter, and then they just can't close the deal. I know Romeo Doubs had a touchdown, but you got to get that onside kick there. Got a little heated in the chat last night, so I apologize, Geese, if I hurt some feelings, but got real pissed off.
You gotta,
no.
You got to come in with pistols loaded.
I think what grinded my gears was the just no GGs, no good lucks, just no sportsmanship, just straight to suck my whatever. Yeah, whatever you said. But yeah, no, on to Baltimore. Gotta win that one. I think the division's still open. It's not clinched yet, but we got to win out, and the Bears have to lose out in order for that to happen. But yeah, just shitty night. It was about to be a good night. Just turned in a matter of 3 minutes, I think 2 minutes.
During the Eagles game, Washington was lining up for an onside kick, and they kicked it and they got it, but they were blowing it dead because the ref was still running off the field and almost got ran over. And they said no team this year has recovered an onside kick successfully. And I thought
I thought there was one. We were talking about this earlier.
There's been a few.
I thought there was one earlier this year. I could be wrong, but I could have swore there was one.
They were saying maybe they said there hasn't been many, but I thought they said there hasn't been any, which obviously any and any could be.
I think there's been a couple. There's definitely at least two.
I mean, it just brought back 2014, and I didn't need that in my brain. Memory was gone. Now it's back.
It just felt like we were getting jinxed, and then I forgot about that happening until that onside kick happened, and then the Bears recovered, and I'm like, oh, we didn't get jinxed. That jinx was coming a couple hours later. Green Bay. That throw was fucking unbelievable.
He's a fucking madman. Ben Johnson is fucking incredible. Coach of the year. I don't care whoever thinks it's Vrabel. Is that how you say it?
Mike Vrabel, yeah.
Fuck him. Ben Johnson, coach of the year. Incredible turnaround. I was shitting my pants that entire game until what's his name caught the touchdown to then kick the onside. I definitely thought that game was washed.
Oh, the rookie that literally played like any football.
He does the Juby slide, which was fucking electric. And then after that, I knew the momentum. Like we had that shit.
Oh yeah,
and we were gonna
it was basically a wrap. Coin toss.
But
I was like, why'd we call?
Comes down to that onside, and And Dobbs took a fucking shot on it too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, once the onside was over, we're going to win this game.
Yeah, as soon as overtime was before it started, I put a nuke on the Bears. I was like, "There's no way." My cousin was over, and she was like, "You go for 2?" I'm like, "No." You kick the extra point, you go to overtime. You got momentum. You're at home. Like, this game feels like it's over. And
Yeah. Well, and Bears are now tied with Peyton Manning for the most fourth quarter comebacks in the NFL at 6.
That's a crazy stat.
Wait a minute, what?
The Bears are tied with Peyton Manning.
What team?
Peyton
is Peyton Manning?
I don't know. He was the last. I just remember the stat, dude. I'm just reading fucking articles on articles after the game and this morning. Like, that's all I've been fucking doing is watching highlights. I can't believe we won that fucking game. Like, just insane comeback.
I just want to give a quick, I guess, Oscar to Malik Willis. Dude's probably going to get paid next year somewhere. Someone will pay him.
Dude is 0-2 against the Bears. We'll say that.
He's not bad.
I do want to say officially, Craig.
I don't even know if he could be
good
1-0.
game. I did mean to respond to you with good luck, and I forgot about it.
He's too busy.
But
Me.
good game.
Tradition in the chat.
It's on record now. Don't be upset with me.
After that game, I talked a little shit to some people. I want that game again. I want the Bears in the playoffs. I will welcome that team because, I mean, right now we'd be going to Chicago again, which is fine. I don't think teams like Chicago, teams like Philly, teams like Seattle, when you play outside in a state that's cold, I think you have an advantage in the playoffs because, I mean, yeah, if you got to go play in LA, who cares? But you can play in any weather game. You know, all that shit doesn't matter for anybody that plays in the cold or plays outside. But I want the Bears again. We've been friends all year. I'm ready for them. I'm ready for them again.
Yeah, I was going to say Packers fan. Yeah, San Fran's coming to town. Tampa Bay's coming to town. We still lose. So
yeah, I don't know what that did to the playoff picture because LA.
It's like
I think
LA, San Fran, then us. 5, 6, 7.
So San Fran's still coming. Yeah.
San Fran's is a 6 going into Monday night. I think even if they lose, I think they're still a win above us. Yeah.
So we're going to get San Fran or LA in the first round.
Yes. Possibly. I mean, if we went out and the Bears beat San Fran, it could be us against each other first.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. NFC is definitely not clutched up yet. Bears could lose out and then miss playoffs, and then, there's so many different combinations right now.
The 3 and the 4 seed are locked. It's us at 3.
Could you imagine if the Vikes end up going above 500 and the entire division of the NFC North goes above 500?
That'd be crazy.
That'd be insane.
Best division in football.
Yeah, also,
I'm rooting for you.
Winning out and beating the Packers, but
I'm rooting for you, Trav.
Yeah, it's House of Horrors up there.
Yep.
I feel like you want to lose, though. I mean, don't you want a better draft pick?
I think our draft spot's pretty solidified in like 10 to 15 range, so there's good.
You never, when it's Sunday, you don't go into any game wanting to lose, but through the week, you're like, I mean, fuck, if we get a better draft pick, then when the ball kicks off, obviously you're looking to win. But
yeah, I don't think that's the culture we have.
We're pretty much locked at 3, barring total collapse out of multiple teams to move up to 2. And then the NFC South division winner will be the 4 seed. Other than that, 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7 is all pretty wide open still.
Every time draft.
6, 7.
Did Tampa end up winning today? I was even...
No.
Carolina stole.
Tampa lost to Carolina. Carolina might win the division. Right now they're in first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what other exciting things happened in the football world today. Panthers win. A lot of other games didn't matter. Cowboys lost.
Some good
They,
games on right now, like
The
meaningful wise. They're not good games, but
Broncos win?
no,
Yeah.
no, they're up. They're down 14-10. Anywho,
college football. Tulane played Ole Miss for the second time. The first time they played, Ole Miss won 45-10. They played yesterday, and Ole Miss won 41-10. So I was watching that game, like, it's like God. It's almost like we've seen this before. A good thing they put Tulane in, a different team, I guess, this time of year. Ole Miss loses their head coach, and nothing fucking changed. They got their doors blown off. Oregon let James Madison backdoor cover. That game was never close. Good thing James Madison got in. And then the Oklahoma-Alabama game was sick on Friday.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a rout.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I turn around and pick 6. I'm like, oh, never mind.
Twitter was lighting up.
Yeah, and then Miami Ole Miss was a snoozer, but
Till last play.
10-3,
Miami players in the locker room went live and were like, Jeremiah Love, you mad? Jeremiah Love commented on it. Just like with the crying emoji or whatever.
Yeah. Speaking of Notre Dame, I saw Price is going to the draft. Has Love said anything yet?
Yeah, he is going. They both announced the same day.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know why ESPN gave me the update that Jadarian Price was going.
Decided not to do that for Jeremiah.
Yeah. Let's get Price. And a shock to nobody, Arch Manning will be back at Texas for his senior season. Cooper reported.
Is he good enough for pro?
Yeah.
After this next season, he'll be
good.
And he's taking a pay cut or whatever that means. I think I saw that somewhere. He's taking a NIL pay cut to let them use their funds elsewhere. He probably doesn't need it nearly as bad.
No, I'm excited for their season. I was excited for their season this year, and then they kind of started slow. But, yeah, Geese, he'll be good.
Okay.
He'll be good. On paper, he'll get drafted high. He might not turn out, but he's a first-round pick.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, he'll be a first-round pick. Football, we did lose our parlay again. I did post it. We lost it yesterday. Didn't even get to Sunday. Homer picks never work out. I almost went Smitty, didn't. He scored with Mike Evans. Yeah, and I went Mike Evans today. He also scored first.
I think when one guy scores that direct snap, if that hits him in the fucking chest, dude.
Hampton did score.
I think he scores on that play.
We would have been dead on Jed, as I believe he did not score.
Correct.
Okay. So we're over the season.
It's hard to hit, man. Yeah.
It's hard to hit. We've tried. I don't think we'll continue to do them. I don't think we do one today. Looking at the Christmas, there's so many games on different days.
Yeah, we can still post one. I don't think anything's on out right now.
If you love losing money, follow our bets.
Yeah, we'll talk about it offline. Maybe that'll help us out.
Yeah.
Try to stay away from the homer picks. It doesn't work out. Last football note, speaking of first touchdowns, how about 3 separate drives throwing the ball to Christian Watson in the end zone and none of them panning out? The second one
last night were hilarious.
That second one was he was open, and it was such a bad throw. I was fired up. I was like, dude, the first one he's covered. The one, in the back of the end zone, he wasn't open. That second one, he was open, and he didn't even get a finger on the ball. It was so.
Were they saying the wind played a factor? Because I didn't see that.
No.
They said the wind. I'm like,
they're trying to show it like curve, and I'm like, I don't see it.
I was so mad, dude. I saw him, and I'm like, oh, this is it. And 3 different times, and then Dobbs gets the first touchdown. Then what? The fucking third quarter, first touchdown
From Malik Willis.
It's like that. Those are the worst. It's like you bet first touchdown. It's just a rock fight, and you're like, still alive. And then when he went deep, I'm like, okay, like this could be him, and it wasn't. And I'm like, you fucking asshole. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Got some live bullets right now. We'll see how that goes after the pod. But boys and ladies and gentlemen out there, we did a little Secret Santa. Had a little mishaps, I think. I don't know. Critter said he had a comment offline. Trav said he plastered his name on his. I don't know how you guys want to do this. You just want to all open at the same time and go from there?
Let's do Crit's gear to grind if he wants to, if it doesn't affect it.
So yeah, it'll be quick. Well, as you can see, it is slightly open because I got a package myself for, I think it was either from my mom or Lindsay, whatever it was, and that was in a box. And this also came at the exact same time, and the Amazon dude took a photo, and the photo that showed up for my order was this bag. The box wasn't even there. But then I was like, as I was opening it, I could feel, I was like, that's not what I ordered. So we're not opening it. But yeah, they sent me a picture of whoever the Secret Santa is as a package and said it was mine and threw me off. But
I was wondering that because that's why I asked. Like, the only reason I knew mine was Secret Santa. One, I don't really order shit, and two, it came in when we were out of town. So like Chelsea was talking to our rover about it. So when I got home, I knew like I didn't order anything and I was gone. That was easy, but I was thinking that when I like going through this, I'm like, God, what would stop somebody from just opening their fucking, like, you don't know. Right? It's not like
on top of that, Crit, like you don't know what something's getting packaged in too. Regardless of what they
yeah, the stuff I got could have easily been in that. But then I'm not giving out what the present is because or Lindsay, but yeah, I was like, that's not the same thing. So we're going to keep that somewhat closed. We're not going to look inside. Maybe it's not Secret Santa, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Let me go first to add to the story. Geese, you're up. I'll tell it while you open.
So to confirm, Trav's package does have his name on it.
So I ordered
got it this morning.
I ordered this early last week, right? I get the update the day before we were going to do it last week, right? It was going to be on. When did we order it? Or when were we going to open these?
Friday.
Thursday.
Friday. Yeah.
It was supposed to be there Thursday morning. I get the update. Your package is now not supposed to be there till Sunday. I'm like, you cocksuckers. So then I had to text Lindsay, do all the shit, and then that's when I realized, oh shit, it's got freaking my name on it. There's no secret to it. But
I was wondering how she knew, like,
this is sick as fuck.
I was wondering how she knew.
RC too.
RC?
Yeah.
So the story behind this, Geese, is, you know, I'm a big Formula One fan. You guys have been watching with me here and there.
I don't really think I'm gonna open this.
I'm turning you into a Ferrari fan because they're such a sorry sacks of shit fan base for a while now because their cars sucked and they're just a bunch of crybabies. You're joining the Ferrari fan base and you're gonna cheer for them next year, and we need Ferrari fans.
Is that Charles Leclerc's car?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Skirt.
I didn't do the gift wrap thing. I should have.
I didn't either. But this is a good bag to keep around.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you.
My thing about Santa's little helper that was helping us out on this, I was like, because I knew mine was getting in last week, but I never told her that. So when we were talking and people were like, oh, I got this, and somebody's waiting, and then you guys said something's coming Sunday, and I'm just sitting here like, how the fuck does she know? Like all the rest of ours are just going to show up on time. I didn't text her.
Neither did I. But
yeah, but she knew.
Thank you, Trav.
Yeah,
this is sick.
I immediately, it was my first thought was to get you something that is like deskable, you know, because I know that's kind of what you like. You got shit.
Yeah, that was the other thing when Lindsay said that. I thought she said me, but she didn't. That's why I got all confused with this fucking package. I was like, we're just gonna treat it like it's a bomb and not open it.
It might be.
Yeah. I think the rest of us just open all at the same time since Geese knew Trav got him.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm going to mute a little bit so you don't have to hear the crinkles.
I'm going to reveal my
package is a box, like a pizza box.
Is it a gift card?
What is that?
Can you read it? Is it backwards?
I can't read it.
Oh, it's upside down.
Nope.
Still can't read it.
Can't focus.
For your
balls.
Process of elimination. I know this is probably from Chris because neither of those guys did the gift wrap.
Oh.
What the hell are you opening?
Piss missile. Hell yeah.
Oh,
I'm going to go ahead and say this package is from Brendan. I think this.
Well, then mine has got to be from Geese.
This can go with my McDonald's socks, Geese.
I can't fucking figure this out. Is this like a neon sign?
Yeah.
That is sick.
It's like 3D printed, so I hope the quality's good on it.
I could have never brought myself to buy you something.
So it has a stand, and then you can wall mount it too.
Yeah, I saw the mount, and then there's a stand on it too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Was it like a local company out there?
Etsy, baby.
Oh,
I just
Etsy.
found this shit.
So I knew. I'll give a hint on mine, Chris. For you, I was looking more fishing, and a lot of the shit wasn't going to show up in time. And then we found these. I found this Piss Missile golf brand, and the tees come in a cigarette box. And I wanted to get the tees and the balls, but the tees weren't going to come in for like 2 more weeks, but the balls were going to come in earlier.
Those are sick.
The tees are literally like, it looks like a Marlboro box, and then you open it, it's just tees. Like, it's pretty smooth.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm having a hell of a time getting everything out of here, but now I got it.
Should have another. I was going to say you should have another one, Trav. I don't know where it's at, but it said, thought it got delivered.
Hell yeah.
I should have another one? What are you talking about?
Not in the. I don't think it's in the same package. I ordered them separately.
If I rearrange my...
I guess I should look. See if the picture looks the same.
So my thought was Geese immediately on mine.
Did you?
Just because...
I'll find out when it got delivered.
The box it got delivered in said Philadelphia on it. And I was like, I feel like the only person that was going to go to do that would be you.
I knew immediately who everyone had once I found out I had Trav, or Trav had me. Because it was like, I have Brendan, so he has to have Chris to have Trav.
I will say...
I haven't opened this.
I don't know what I was going to say.
Yeah, it's not heavy.
We are doing a podcast,
I know
guys.
that
I got
for sure.
I got a 3D printed Kelly Green Eagles throwback light up sign. I know we're showing it on video, but you can't hear or you can't see it if you just listen. So we can probably talk about it. Yeah, Kelly Green throwback Eagles helmet light up sign. Pretty sick.
Fits on the gift wrap to Trevor now.
Yep, gift wrap.
The only worry, Geese, about this, I'm going to have to mount it
travels.
because when I bang my desk or my chair hits my desk, it doesn't have a lock. It just sets on the remote. So it'll just fall. It'll fall.
I was thinking you could wall mount it next to the Noctrebe sign.
Yeah.
And that way it shows up. But you always have a background on too, so
Chelsea will fucking know where to put it.
put it in your bedroom. Like turn it on right before you go to bed. Yeah. Like, scare of the dark.
Crap, I didn't see what you got.
What is that?
Saucy Moto.
It's a dip clip for when you're eating on the road.
Oh, lit.
Dip clip. That's
so I got.
That's hot.
Dip clip. You put it in your car vent, and you can put a little saucy sauce in there. I also got divot repair tool. Minnesota
cool.
Vikings. Beautiful. Hat clip mounted ball marker.
Nice. What's it say on that?
It's Vikings.
Vikings.
Appreciate you, Crit.
No problemo.
Beautiful.
I love everybody pretty much kind of went some sort of a sports route.
Sports related, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed?
When I saw you have a golf hat on, I was like, okay, nice. Like golf balls is like, I know I'm like.
Yeah, appreciate
I
it.
wanted
Thank you,
to find
Brandon.
I'm glad they're yellow, but I was like, I mean, eventually in the grand scheme of things, you're going to lose all 12 of these. But they're not going to play for a while, so you'll have a fresh set.
Keep the box.
Yeah, thank you, Geese. I every year since I was a kid, anytime someone asked me what I wanted for Christmas, I just said anything Eagles related. Literally anything Eagles. It does not matter. So you couldn't have gone wrong.
I know. That's why, like, when I saw I had your name, I'm like, all right, that's Eagles. That's easy. Same with Lexi, like Taylor Swift. Like, doesn't matter what it is. If it's related to that, it's a good gift.
Definitely rocking these with my boots fishing.
Yeah.
Logistics.
Yeah.
Logistics need some work.
Logistics.
Yeah, we should, like, next time, when you know it's coming, text Lindsay, and then she can just text whoever, like, your gift is arriving or something like that. So that way you know it's coming.
As long as you don't put your name on it.
As long as you don't. Yeah. There's a lot of,
Travis Jacobson, 4692 South. Like,
she can only do so much.
Geese, the backstory. So Geese's was the one that we were like, we think his is going to be late. And then the day mine was delivering to Chris, Geese texted me and was like, uh-oh. And then he sent me a picture of an Amazon box at his house. And I'm like, I'm like, oh, fuck. Did I send this to the wrong person? I swear to God, I typed in Loveland. Like, I was like, I know I typed in the right place, right address. And I know Geese's address is saved in my phone. So I'm like, did I somehow fuck this up? Because he's like, I'm not expecting anything until Sunday. And then, like, the day of my delivery, he texts me a picture of an Amazon box. I'm like, I think I just fucked this up.
So this whole time, Lexi is telling me she hasn't ordered anything, and we keep getting packages. So I get a package. I'm like, oh, this must be. I thought Trav had me, and it was going to be late. And then this one comes in, and Lexi's like, I didn't order anything, so that has to be for your Secret Santa. I was like, oh, okay. So I have my gift already. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know, like, who has the late package now. Until this morning when Trav's gift got here, and I pull this one from outside. I go, Lexi, this is yours. I open it. It's some, like, cream that she ordered. Oh, I was looking for that. The other one I open up are, like leggings. And she's like, oh, yeah, I forgot about those, too. Like,
that could have been the perfect cover up if I would have known. I'd be like,
dude, it's like a fucking, like, game of Clue over here trying to figure it out.
That's tough. Yeah, I think, I don't know. There's not really another time to do this. I was like, logistics. I will say we got to air our dirty laundry. When I heard one was coming in Sunday, Trav, I just assumed it was yours.
Yeah.
It was on pace to be good.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, because I got in the same boat because I was traveling and I got back and I'm like, I just my brain. I don't ever use Amazon. I'm becoming more addicted to it over the last like 2 weeks because of this. But I just assumed I'm like, dude, you get on Amazon, you can come tomorrow, doesn't matter. And I get on there, I'm looking at all this stuff. And it's like, 2 weeks. None of this stuff is going to show up. So I had to dig deep. But I'm like, I just assumed everything you could order on Amazon, you could just pick the day and pay more money. But if they're out of stock, if that company they get it from is out of stock, or back orders, you're not getting it. So I learned a lesson.
Shout out Amazon for getting it to you yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sitting outside my door this morning.
Getting here this morning, and not like, well, it'd have been pretty funny mid-pod for it to get delivered
to your benefit, Trav, I live like 10 minutes away from the Amazon shipping center.
Same here.
So that shit gets to my place so fast.
Yeah. Dude, I almost did that too. I was thinking about that because I was like, a lot of the stuff I was finding wasn't going to be able to get there in time. And I was like, dude, I literally thought to myself, I'm going to drive this fucking package up myself. I'm going to go pick it up from the goddamn warehouse.
Wear like discreet clothing.
And I'm going to take a half day at work and I'm going to drive north and drop it off myself because I'm like, nothing's going to get here in time. But it worked out. So good shit, fellas. I don't think I've ever done a Secret Santa that was like cool where people got you something that you actually give a shit about.
Yeah.
And I don't say that to be mean, but like, you know, you do work ones and like people don't know. Like my last year's work one wasn't White Elephant. We had this awesome setup. I don't know if I've told the story before. We had one of the girls in our office send out a questionnaire to everybody. So you could fill it out, like hobbies, what do you do? Like just so that when she sent them all out, the person that got it could look at it and go off of that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a guy I work with. His name's Braden. My name is Brendan. And
I think I can fix the whole Brendan situation.
Such a way worse.
So I got him, and we have a pretty big office, like 20, 25 people that were involved. And we show up that day last year, and like everybody puts their presents in the, you know, one of the offices, just, you know, so that nobody's kind of sees you. And then at the end of the day, we pull them all out, we sit around, and then you go up, you know, find your initials or find your name, grab it, guess who got you. Whoever that present was, they go next, right? So my guy gets his present, and it was for me. So I'm up next, and I'm walking up there, and I just don't see my name. I don't see my name. And I see one that says BK, which is his initials, not mine. And I'm looking, and I'm like, I knew immediately. I'm like, okay, whoever had me.
You were smart enough to know that, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, whoever had me also thought they had him. So whatever I get is not something that I'm interested in at all. So it was actually, and God love him, it was my boss, and he's the funniest dude, like awesome guy, one of the funnier dudes I've ever met in my life. He had me, and so I'm looking, and this girl's like, the BK. I'm like, well, I mean, I'm assuming that's the one I'm supposed to take. That's not me. Grab it, and I don't think to this day he knows that he did it, because I start opening this thing, and I'm eyeballing around the room like, okay, who would have done this? And I gaze over to my boss. He's kind of looking away, like kind of laughing, like okay. So I get to it, and it's this like duct tape box, just absolutely duct tape. And I start trying to open it, and like eventually I'm like, whoever wants to go next, like, it's just gonna take me a minute. I finally get it out. And it's just this like envelope shaped of just more duct tape. And it took me forever to get it open just to get a gift card at a store I don't go to. So it was like I don't think he knows, because he just thought the duct tape was funny and annoying. And like I never had the heart to tell him, like, you know, wasn't me. And it was REI. You can get anything there.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up regifting it. I don't go there, but it was just funny because I'm like, you know, I'm seeing all these cool presents and like people did a good job. And I'm like, I know the one I'm about to open, I have to act somewhat excited. And I know whatever's in here, I probably don't want or care about. You know? That was the last one I did. So this whole, you know, long story longer, doing one like this where you actually get something that you give a shit about is kind of nice.
Yeah. That's wild. You know it's something small, too, if you have to open up that much duct tape.
When I saw the duct tape, I was like, this is just going to be a gift card.
Yeah, I was like looking at travels and a bunch of like semi truck little trinkets, like a new gear shifter, like just all that stuff. And then all of a sudden that Saucy Moto popped up. I was like, I'm getting that. I would have probably gotten it. I'd gotten any one of you, because that was pretty cool. I might get one myself.
Yeah, maybe next year we do like beginning of December. We get the names out, so then you've got
time.
That if it's going to take longer to ship or something.
It's just like different. Thanksgiving was so late that like it took like a week and a half for me to actually get in the gear for Christmas.
Yeah, being out of town didn't help me, because I was thinking about looking at. You know, I could have shipped you something from Philly, but you wouldn't want it. So, Well, good shit, fellas. Merry Christmas to the.
I did think about getting you a Cowboys jersey. I was like, no.
I was wondering if somebody was going to take the joke route and like just get something kind of stupid.
I thought about it just because. Why not?
But if I would have gotten that, yeah, it would have been like a waste of your money. It would have been funny for
5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then it's going in the trash. Or,
I've spent them on dumber shit. So
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, the quick laugh would have been worth it, but at the same time, it's like you just burnt your money.
It's a good budget range too. Like you can just about anything.
Mm-hmm.
What was it, like 40?
Yeah, like
40, 50?
$40 bucks.
Yeah, is it like 30 to 40 is what I said, and
went a little.
I was like, oh, these saucy monos, I have to get them. So this is going on top.
Yeah. Well, good shit, boys. Christmas holiday series finale, 2001 Serendipity, romance comedy that I think we can all agree belonged in the Christmas category based on setting. I mean, we can get into it. But we could talk about last week's movie too. I understood why it would be called the Christmas movie. I think the spirit behind it too. But Serendipity 2001, Kate Beckinsale, John Cusack, our stars of the show. Trav, do your thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, what a fun little intro we get of them meeting right away, and both these main characters kind of crossing paths for first meeting for a few hours, and then spend the entire movie after we get a time jump trying to figure out who is this person, especially after either getting engaged or getting ready to be married. Really cool concept. Definitely, I would consider a Christmas movie if we're getting into it already, and I would say that because of the time frame, like it's both holiday seasons and the main, main part of it is Christmas shopping. That's how they get involved. But yeah, full movie is about them kind of, is it fate? Is it destiny? Meeting up again, knowing who each other are. And I do have a gripe about the ending of it when we get there, just to throw it in there. But Brendan, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to go before Geese goes.
Screw you, Geese. Brendan, what are your thoughts?
It's not my thoughts. I just want to get some. I guess they're all thoughts, but have all of you seen this before? First time?
No, first time.
First time. I had written down, I think probably 20 minutes into the movie. I don't know. It's on my first note sheet. Geese is just hating this movie. like the meeting of, they've got, boyfriend, girlfriend, or she's got a boyfriend, and, they're doing their thing. And then they're both, engaged or getting married, and they're still trying to find the other person. I'm like, Geese has got to be just hating this movie right now. Just like, these people are fucking scumbags. Like, all I could think about a couple times is like, I think the point when I wrote that down was when their first interaction in the beginning was separating, and then she did decide to write her number down while knowing obviously she has a boyfriend. She's like, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm like, Geese is just hating it right now, dude. Just has to be hating it.
Right, and that also gets into a later point that makes it less bad. But yeah, just knowing that right away, I'm with you. I didn't think of it till now, but yeah, he's probably like, what the hell, these scumbags.
Yeah,
I didn't really though. Like, I understand where you're coming from, and I understand my past criticism of it, but I think it was handled a little differently, in that, like, they weren't all over each other, and it was more of like a conversation about it rather than maybe like the actions they were doing, if I'm getting that deep into it. I thought it was a fun movie. Really, like, if you went back and looked at all like 2001 movies, I'd feel like they'd all have that type of cinematography with it. Like, it just felt like a 2001 movie. Pretty unremarkable, if I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't know if I go back and, yeah, you should watch this movie. And then I understand your point with considering it Christmas, but it was like a single day on Christmas. And then we jumped 7 years. It's like, yeah, that again, I agree with your point, but in terms of Christmas movies, probably on the lower rung of those.
Yeah, it's like a fall into it because, like Trav said, the meeting was Christmas shopping, and then the ending was back in the same store at Christmas time.
Right. So it's like it revolved around that.
Christmas
and
bookend.
The vibe is Christmas. The vibe is Christmas,
for sure.
As much as you don't get a lot of it in the middle, but yeah.
Did this give you vibes of Before Sunrise?
Kind of.
Like, if those two people in Before Sunrise kept trying to meet each other instead of just like a one-off chance, like this is Serendipity.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of movies that have this kind of plot.
True.
Yeah, I think to your point of it unremarkable, I think it depends on kind of where you're at in life. Like when I was in high school watching it, you're like, it's like, oh, that'd be pretty fucking cool. Like you're like, you meet this girl and you're gone, and you think we'll ever run into each other again, and then they do. Now, as 2 years married, it's like not a realistic any sort of connection that could be made for me here. So like, yeah, watching it the second time, it was different. I remember really enjoying it back in the day. Just thought the story was cool, but yeah, now it's like very similar to other plots. I liked both Cusack and Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, underrated. Both of them underrated.
Yeah, no, and I think that's why like the movie is like, it is a good movie. Like you can kind of get past all the things I would typically, bitch about just because the acting was good.
Yeah, and I feel like
Go ahead, Brendan.
I was just gonna say, like, we talk a lot about where it's kind of base level where they don't get into a lot of it, and I felt like the way that they gave us the backstory and then got to kind of the main, it was really like 3 days, 2-3 days, and the whole that you get the different signs of like she touches the gum at the golf place, and like they did a good job of all that, and I felt like without going into too much of their, like, we got a little bit of the backstory and why it happened, and then I thought the way they told the story, I didn't feel like they needed to dig any deeper anywhere. I felt like you knew what was going on. I thought they did a good job. I didn't feel like it rushed too much, and it was only an hour and a half. So I know we've talked a lot about that recently, about like we don't get as much detail or what we wanted. It kind of breezes through. I felt like the time frame they chose to shoot in their lives made sense, and it flowed pretty well.
Yeah, the point I was going to jump into, not that it necessarily has anything to do with what you're saying, but I think the other characters, sorry, clearing the throat. The other characters and the actors fit really well too. I know for a fact once we saw Sarah's fiance dude, we're all like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Lars.
And then you realize what he does for a living. You're like, this is a comedy.
I put scumbag question mark because I was like, I don't think he's a scumbag, but he's just a.
Yeah, maybe
I don't
not
know.
a scumbag, but
I put a question mark. I wasn't ready to label him as a scumbag, but
and Jeremy Piven or Peven, whatever you say his last name, his character is the best friend of
Dean.
Dean, yeah.
Jonathan.
I'm glad you brought him up because his little monologue, I think it's on the plane, is what sold this movie for me. Where he's just going off on, just being real as shit. And for some reason, like, that one just made me chuckle and, like, kind of made me buy in more.
Well, I thought what was cool about his character is, like, throughout this search, he's like, dude, you're getting married in 2 days. Like,
right? Like, he's always around the corner being like, dude, you still got your rehearsal. We have the bachelor party. He's like, we'll make it. He's like, you ain't going to fucking make it, dude.
But then he bought into, like, this is my boy.
Right.
We're going. And, like, then he got into it, and he's like, dude, we're not. He's like, when at the bridal shop, he's like, this is the sign. He's like, we've been going all over the place, and we're not stopping now. Like, what are you talking about?
I think he had the most character growth in this movie, and he was the secondary character.
Well, it's like you find out because at the beginning you get, it's Jonathan and Hallie, and then Courtney and Dean, and it's like they have the relationship that you like, the touchy-feely, always on top of each other. Like, are we ever? You think we'll ever be that way? It's like they had that kind of image, and then you come to find out like she left him, and like through the journey of John, or I keep saying John, it's Jonathan Cusack. It's hard to same shit, different pile. He's learning like how much he cared about this stranger, and like, dude, I want to see this through before I can tell this woman, I do. And then that Dean just learns all about that, and then like at the end, you get the like, dude, I'm going. Like he learned from him through this fiasco of, you're literally getting married tomorrow, but we're gonna go fly across the country to find this other girl that we don't even know.
Oh, dude, the amount of cities this motherfucker had to drive through and get to, and like, my God, fuck that.
There's no way you're flying. It's like The Hangover, dude. It's like,
yeah,
you're not flying to wherever, San Fran or wherever they had to go the night before your wedding and getting back for the time of your wedding. There's no way. Yeah. And like without it being booked, you're just jumping in like, hey, I got to get on a plane.
We're talking about stuff that's just, it's simply not feasible. I understand it's a movie. I'll judge
it's like a bachelor party before the wedding, like literally
like the day before, like fucking really cram it in there.
We want to get into. We want to get into it. Where is? I mean, like Hallie's got it. I mean, we got the interaction when he got the book, which I thought was cool. That storyline of like, you always are, holding this book in these stores, but I noticed you didn't have a copy. But she's like, dude, you got to reel it in. Like, you're not here. All this stuff. But like the whole time until we got that, it's like, dude, how does she not know where he is ever? He flew to another state, like how is like, she's just oblivious to everything going on.
Yeah. Well, and they never talk about him either. Like this one, that like I'm glad they introduced those characters. But in every type of movie like this, they never address like the other party. Like they got their happily ever after, and then the other two are just
who cares?
One chick thought he was getting married. She was getting married like that day, and the other guy thought, I don't really know what he was thinking.
Hey, he went on tour. Lars is fine.
He's trying to get the bag to support his future family over here, and we're shitting on him. I mean,
is he a clarinet player? Was that what that was?
I think so.
I don't think that's a clarinet.
I thought it was
might be
a squid clarinet.
That music video.
Does it look like they hate that music?
No.
When that started, I was like, "What are we watching?" Like, I didn't know if like, because I don't know. Is it Good Hand Luke? Cool Hand Luke?
Mm-hmm.
Cool Hand Luke, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that. So when that started, I was like,
dude.
Well, I was like, "There's no way." When I saw the Vikings and stuff, I'm like, "Is Sarah like watching Cool Hand Luke?" Because I don't know what it is. And I'm like, "There's no way this is the movie that he was."
You just see him playing with his hair flying.
Yeah, dude, and like the concert when he's just going nuts, like Free Billy up there. It's like, how is she with this guy? Like, how did that end up happening? Everything that we learned about her
comedy for sure.
Yeah,
yeah. Just
there's always a Lars, man.
Yeah.
Who's what?
The Shania. Yeah,
that's what it's called.
Yeah,
Shania Twain,
the India clarinet. So,
okay,
man of culture.
I probably didn't pronounce that right, but
Shania, yeah, he looked like a Shania player.
I don't think I've ever hated a movie that Eugene Levy has been in. The Bloomingdale Salesman, and then American Pie. He's kind of like Shia LaBeouf. I don't know if I've ever disliked the movie those guys have been.
That's
in.
kind of a crazy 1-2 punch that you just threw in.
Yeah, I'm just.
Eugene Levy to Shia LaBeouf is
same thing. I mean, they do the same.
Well, it's just two people I consider that I enjoy every single thing they do.
Yeah,
this is an example, Trav. This is an example.
This movie's kind of like two different, like love at first sight kind of theme going on, and then the fate versus free will debate. Like, I don't know if the free will part of it ever really comes in. I guess they had the free will to go search for each other, but it's like really hammered
everything
on.
past that is they're putting in an effort.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
like
this didn't just
put yourself in this position, and you meet a chick that is like this. Like how far do you go until you're like, all right, fuck this?
It's a good question. I was gonna ask this too. Like, if you're in this exact same situation, like
I give it a month maybe, and then I'm fucking done with that shit.
Right.
here's, I guess my question would have been like, you said 7 years. I think it was just a few years, like 2 or 3
Yeah,
years.
just I think
I think it was
said a few,
40.
but then I think they verbally in the movie said 7,
Okay.
but the actual like
Okay.
caption said a few.
Yeah.
So seven's definitely crazy. 3 years, I was kind of thinking in my brain, like, I would imagine all of us are in the same boat. Like, you're getting married in 3 days. This girl shows back up. You're probably not calling your wedding off unless you didn't want to get married anyway, and you're kind of just doing it. But like, I was wondering, like, okay, you did have that. It's only been 2 years, and then she does show up, like out of the blue. You run into her, and like, that's a weird situation. And I kind of, if this is a TV show, never mind. There's a TV show. Don't want to get too sidetracked, but like, it's called Absentia. I've been watching. I think I talked about it a couple podcasts ago, but this guy's wife is proclaimed to be murdered, like kidnapped, murdered, gone. He's remarried. 6 years go by, gets a call, and like they had a kid together. You got, an hour, she's alive, and like he goes, they find her, saves her. That situation is like, it's not the same, obviously, but like, I'm like I've been watching these, now this movie, this, that show. You put me in these positions, like, what do you do? Like here, I feel like it's easy. You probably like, hey man, I'm getting married. This is like very nice to see you. But if he's that 1 foot out the door and you run into this girl and she's all about it, it's like you're in a tough spot.
Well, and the other thing, like, I don't know if it's realistic for them to think of, like, him to think of every time he sees that book is way more realistic to think. But every time you see a $5 bill, it might be a little.
There's no
it might be a
fucking
little
chance that ever comes back into her possession. No chance.
Book example, yes.
Yeah.
$5 bill, no shot.
Yeah.
No
dude.
shot.
That thing is long gone.
But how they did it, you gotta say.
I thought the way the book came in was pretty believable.
Yep.
The $5 bill was like you could have plugged and played that anywhere.
on an airplane, no doubt. You know,
she happened to have her friend's purse.
And guess what? They're arresting her ass if she's leaving.
Oh, yeah.
Bill. He's gonna be like, hey, that piece of shit just stole my
Yeah.
money. Go tackle her.
And if you think about it, the way the $5 bill got back to her is through her friend, and her friend took $5 off the tip for the waiter at Serendipity. Side note, is this movie up there for movies that say the movie title more than any other movie?
it's up there.
Yeah.
It's got to be up there.
I think they say it, 3 minutes into it?
Yeah, the ice cream shop is also called it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It
they
is
say
a good
it.
word.
Big,
It is a good word.
great word.
The word is awesome.
Yeah.
I think that adds to the lure of like why I liked it back in the day.
I think one of the great parts of the word is dip. I think dip.
Dip.
In any word is good.
Dip.
Serendipity.
Serendipity.
And it's almost like a little bit of serenade, you know?
This is the bare necessities.
And then itty is like half of titty. So it's like,
Oh,
I mean,
Didn't think about
it's a good
that.
word.
Yeah, not
when you break it down like that, Trav, it is hard to disagree.
Parts of the movie early on when they meet, and she's like, again, maybe you meet this girl and you're like in that stage of life where like anything she says, you're just eating it up. Because she's doing some weird shit. Like,
Dude.
get in the elevator, press a number. If we end up on the same floor,
Loved that scene, by the way.
dude, that's
Love
the scene
that.
I want to talk about. But it gave me like, would you love me if I was a worm vibes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go in the elevator and we'll both click a button. And if we happen to be on the same floor, then we can be together.
And if not, we never talk again.
yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And they did pick the same floor, and then you get this little devil asshole comes in and just hits all the buttons. I'm like, I would be so fired up, dude.
I'd be beating that dad up real quick.
Dude.
Real quick.
I have not been on an elevator where somebody's done that. I think like friends have done it, but not like some random person coming in and doing it.
Not a random
I would be
person.
so pissed off.
They turned it around.
Like, and if dad didn't react to like get pissed off at the kid.
I like the new ones where you have to use your key card to pick that floor, and people can't do that shit.
Never thought about that being the reason why. I thought it was more. I mean, it's probably also security, but that is another good factor about it. You can't just fucking.
I never thought about it like that, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally, couldn't happen. But then you get the whole team on the elevator, like getting off on every floor.
Yeah, that's a good piece.
Get back in. Get back in. She's out
how
here.
close they were to running into each other again.
Yeah. And then I thought that whole opening scene was cool. Like the whole beginning of like she writes her number down, blows away. You'd be like,
I thought I was gonna hate this movie. And then once I liked the opening scene, I was like hooked. But I think what hooked me in was Cusack's like kind of subtle humor and like their banter back and forth. Like, okay, this is gonna be kind of a funny, good movie.
Yeah.
Did you think the intro? I thought the intro was long. Like before we get to any of the talking, and then once we started getting into it, I was definitely more bought in. But the intro, I was like, Jesus Christ, like, how long are we going here?
And only one thing in the intro really brought them back, and that was them leaving their scarf in their bag.
I had a question about that. Oh, she left something too. I was like, why did she go back? I didn't realize she left the bag. I thought
she left the bag with the gloves in it.
Okay. I was like, when I was watching it, I was like, I thought she just left, and then she just happens to be back here. And that because I saw her pick up the scarf. I don't know, like if I watched it today, so I'm sure I maybe peaked at a touchdown score, but I might have missed the bag. But yeah, I was confused as to how she got back there. But yeah, kind of past that, I had written down a few years later. I'm still curious about this 7-year thing. How many books do you think he picked up in those 7 years to no avail? Like, and at what point do you stop picking up the fucking book every time you see it?
I don't think you ever do. I think you'd always like, oh, I might as well check it out. Like it almost turns after that long, it just turns into a subtle thing. Like, oh,
yeah,
I was take a peek.
I would think immediately after you are there every single fucking day. Yeah, you are looking for it. And then eventually you give up. And then one day you'd be like, well, I haven't looked in a little bit.
Yeah.
If he was
5
really
minutes
about that life, he could have found it within the next couple weeks. If she actually.
But yeah, but like, would you be attracted to somebody who did that? Like from her position, and she just put this book there and he's looking for it.
That's a good point.
I haven't stopped searching for 5 years. Like, oh shit.
This guy's just a psychopath, dude.
I didn't even put the book down. I had it this whole time. I just told him I did,
That is a crazy concept though. Like, I think to your point, Travis, like even at the stage in life where he was about to get married, like, yeah, you still pick it up. Like if you found you're like, what, like it would still be kind of cool. Just be like, oh shit, you did find it. I wouldn't call her. And that's another thing. They didn't call each other after finding, like they both looked up their addresses.
Well, 2001, how big were cell phones?
I don't know. Inflation. You never know. But yeah, I just don't know. Like they both kind of went the stalker route to try to hunt him down.
Yeah.
Not just call the goddamn phone number.
Well, that's real romance, is showing up unannounced to someone's life that you haven't interacted with for 3 years, and hey,
yeah.
Oh, you're getting married today? Thank God that didn't happen.
Yeah.
God, I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Yeah. The little things about this movie of, like I said, the gum, and then when he's talking to Hallie and she's like, "Can you just, tell me something nice?" And like, I'm the only one in the universe for you. And then the smoke alarm goes off as he's about to talk. Like, they did a good job of all those little things that, like kept showing like it's not meant to be. You're meant to find this other person. And it was just all these weird, like little details that I thought they did a good job with. And
the more those happen, the more I'm getting pumped up, because it's like, oh shit, like I'm starting to buy in. It's like, oh, you can't do it now.
This is not the woman you're supposed to be with.
Yep.
You are not the father.
I think the more we go into those arguments, it just shows that it wasn't a fate thing. You're trying this hard to make fate happen. It's not.
Right, and at some point you have to disqualify fate. Like, okay, yeah, maybe here, maybe there, but the actions that you took after those points is deliberate.
And 10 times further what any normal, insane person would take.
Right.
I think the only fate things that happened were the $5 bill in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everything else was a full force effort. That's the word I was just saying. I thought I was going to fuck it up. But like that was all that's not fate. I want to find this person.
Right.
The book and the $5 bill actually happening in the midst of it was the only two things that actually happened that were like serendipitous. Them finding each other was not serendipity the second time.
No.
The first time, yes. The second time, no.
First time, yes. Second time, no.
Correct. Trav, you want to run that back one more time for us, just in case somebody missed it?
What am I running back? Sorry, I'm typing you guys.
Yeah. Never mind. We're on to Cincinnati. How about Eugene's character with the $700 scam?
Oh man, he played his ass.
Oh,
played his ass.
He still got him what he was could potentially have getting.
Yeah, he definitely went out of his way to make sure he had what he needed, but in the moment of just, you guys a little short on sales this month.
$700 worth.
Well, that tie is 95. We're about 700
purple
short.
Suit looks real nice about.
it was a very quick can't find it.
Yeah.
After money, dude, I would have
already looked.
Oh, our system doesn't show anything.
Like, I can get you
really
in.
adamant
How about these shoes?
Really adamant about not crossing the line to go behind the counter.
Back in 01 too, computers are so simple. Like, it is a ones and zeros quick. Type in the name or type in the number. If you get something, you get it. If you don't, you ain't looking it up. Less of a World Wide Web scenario.
That's how you could treat customers back in the day too. Like, Eugene be fired. He's talking to customers like that.
Oh,
stay back.
I don't know if he's the manager. If he's the manager, he could.
Oh, maybe.
What if
Corporate Jonathan would be the one getting arrested, probably.
Oh yeah.
He could be the assistant to the regional manager.
Yeah,
could be.
I mean, that's always an option. You never know. But other fate thing that I think I forgot until right now, because we're kind of getting to that movie, or getting to that part in the movie, was Hallie knowing Eve.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Hallie knew Eve when she was not, and then Eve meeting John and not knowing that that's who they came to New York to find, just had no clue. Like that part, I like that addition to it too, because it's like your friend is. If you would have just stayed with her and gone to this, it would have probably been a much bigger fiasco.
Yeah.
But if you would have just stuck with her instead of going to your room and then finding Lars laying in the hallway,
and it didn't really end up being fate with that situation either, because it didn't necessarily bring them together.
No, but it was like I didn't expect Eve and Hallie.
Hold on, loophole. Yes, it did, because she had her wallet, her Prado wallet.
Yeah,
it had the $5 bill in it.
Yeah.
So
the humor, the humor in this movie was actually pretty solid too, because the little Prada stand, Prada, and it's some street vendor.
Oh yeah, there's plenty.
I have
plenty
Prada sunglasses from a street vendor, not Prada.
No.
Slap that logo on there though.
Yeah.
I've seen people with the same shades on TV that are Prada, and I'm like, okay, I always assume they just make up their own designs. I don't think they actually copy the, tit for tat, the exact, try to replicate what they look like. And I've seen them, I'm like, okay, these are. I get why people ask me if they're real, because they look exactly like one of the pairs that I've seen that I have that are real.
And you go, yeah, they are.
They block the sun, don't they? Both of them get on the prowl though, which I thought was cool. I thought it was mostly going to be him, and then I'd kind of forgotten what had happened, and I thought mostly him being kind of on the prowl to find her, and then that's kind of how it all happens, or just runs into each other organically. But I didn't realize or remember they both were like full bore. I got to find this guy. Like him, it's like there's a Sarah at the golf place, and then the guy serenading on the bike, and then she's over there and seeing like
going to his old roommate and
Mignon.
like the steak.
That scene was great.
All right, Minion.
Okay, Minion. Yeah, that scene was great though. She sat on me for a long time. Oh, you painted her. She sat for you. That's what I said. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. Oh, Dean's like, that's what he said. Like Jonathan's just like rattled the whole time. He's like, oh, you painted her. Like that's what he said. And that painting was
just horrible. At least you got one thing right.
Art is just, I mean, the people that hit it big on art, good for you, because it is, what is that saying? Like art is, in the eye of the beholder.
Eye of the beholder, correct.
Yeah, so like you can, I mean, we could all start trying to paint. If you find the one millionaire who thinks that, they can see chaos and passion in your 8 squares that you painted.
It's a ketchup packet squirted on a.
Yeah, like, dude, if you hit it big in that profession, I mean, good for you. Cause,
it's all money laundering.
Yeah, true.
Facts.
Cleaning money. How about Eve getting just cracked by the golf ball and then hit the backswing?
What a champ! Because if you're getting hit with a golf ball like that, you're down. You're down.
Your
head, that's.
And then a backswing.
Not me.
You've been hit in the head by a golf ball?
Yep.
That explains a lot.
Yep.
Just that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
No comments. Just that's it.
I lost something once.
I'm doing my part. Oh, no, I'm doing my part. I saw a couple of those. About the Eagles.
Shit.
I'm not doing shit. Yeah. So Eve gets knocked out. They take the tip money back. We talked about a lot of it. The guys that didn't see the movie, how did you kind of start to picture the ending, like the back end? Obviously, you kind of knew they were going to find each other, but like, how did you kind of shape up? Like, okay, she's engaged, he's getting married. How did you guys envision the back end of the movie kind of coming together?
You go first because I have a problem with the end of it.
Okay, I thought it was going to be at the wedding, and that's pretty stereotypical, I guess, of stop at the wedding, but in the moment, that's kind of where I thought. And then because they kept linking scenes together, the moment he showed up at the ice rink, it was like, okay, like that's how they're going to finally connect.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be before the wedding regardless. Like, no matter what, they're not going to go through with the same day of the wedding. And I'm okay with all of the different scenarios that they were like playing out and running into each other, and even their like cross paths of at Serendipity where they got in the cab and he walked by and all that stuff. But that being said, with all of those different pieces and all those different scenarios, they could have like dragged on their actual meeting spot and meeting scene way more than just he's at the ice rink, she throws a glove. Like, yeah, it's a great romantic little scene. Like that could have been such a cool little, even more cross path, and then boom, they like run into each other. I would have much rather had it be like a natural run into each other than I finally know it's got to be at the ice rink.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And can we talk about that glove throw?
Yeah, or toss.
Dude.
Well,
fucking drop that in the bread basket from across half the rink.
She did have a good bag toss from elevator to elevator earlier on too, so we already saw the can.
That's true, but god damn, she laid that one in there, man. I was shocked.
And then after that, like, they only just jump to that anniversary scene where they're next to the glove, and then it kind of just fades out. Like, I'm a sucker for a little bit more of an ending. Give me some more ammo to think about instead of just ending it. You know?
Well, then they spent this entire time apart, and then you only get to see them together for what, a minute, and they're not even having conversations or, you know, developing with each other. It's just a quick end scene.
Yeah. Yeah. The problem I had with the ice rink scene was him just laying down in the middle of it.
It wasn't an ice rink, I don't think. I think it was just rollerblading.
I think so too, because I was looking like there's no way that was ice. But again, it's like same concept, like just laying down in the middle. If I'm out there skating, like, dude, get out of here. Like,
Yeah, jumping.
Move. Like, move, brother. But yeah,
that also took me out of it being a Christmas movie. Was that I was like, we don't have ice skating, guys? Like,
well, they did in the beginning. It's the same.
Well, not at the end.
No, but
they had rollerblades.
We got back to Christmas for the anniversary.
Fair.
I think we slotted it in the right spot. It is, but for the majority of the movie, it isn't.
Right, but this is something I was going to talk about earlier. Is like It's a Wonderful Life. The exact same thing.
Correct.
None of that movie had
Yeah, but
it's more so a rom-com feel. Like 90% of the movie is rom-com, and then 10% of it is vibed around Christmas.
Just so happens
without
to be Christmas,
the movie doesn't happen. Whereas with It's a Wonderful Life, it all leads into a big, huge Christmas
crescendo. How do you like that word?
And that word is also in the movie.
Yeah. Unintentional, but
yeah. No, I agree. It's like, I think you have to have movies like this be in the Christmas category, or else you're going to get the same type of shit every time.
Right.
Like, we missed we had Santa Claus, 8 Crazy Nights, pretty cut and dry Christmas movies. And then the last two, more, you could slot it into a different genre, but Christmas is the reason why the things, why this happened, what made that last one so special, and the all coming together moment, the crescendo.
Yes.
But like, I think it was another good wheel variety of not just hammering the materialistic stuff that we talked about last week of, like, we could have gotten 4 of those and they're still good movies.
I think it's good when you get an animated in there too. I think that's a good bounce around. You make sure you got a good mix.
They're first. I know we're kind of just riffing on Christmas movies now, but I think that was our first animated
That's
movie.
our first animated movie.
Because we were saving it for like its own topic, but then when you get holidays, you kind of just plug them in when you can.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because you can have like an animated movie category where they would fall into other genres, but try to save it. But yeah, I like this movie a lot. I think I know we're kind of through the thick of it, but I think overall, when you look at kind of just spur of the moment, the 4 Christmas movies we got, since we just touched on that, like, they were different, and I think a lot of different ways. Shockingly for me, I think Wonderful Life probably comes in at number 1.
Yeah.
I would say 8 Crazy Nights because of just Sandler and number 2 Serendipity, 3 Santa Claus, 4 would be the way that I'd kind of rank them. Now, I also think, like, I love Tim Allen, so it's like, to put him at 4, and then you got the 1946 movie coming in up at 1. I think it was more movie, like a good movie. Like, It's a Wonderful Life is a very good movie.
I'm catching your vibe of Santa Claus being too basic, and I agree with your list, except I'd flip flop. I actually like this movie a little bit more than 8 Crazy Nights is what it is.
Eight Crazy Nights is kind of out, and it's like Serendipity
Yeah.
would be 2. Yeah.
That's my vibe with it. But variety also helps making that list of 4 hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you had the same movies back to back and back, it's easy to rank them. So, no, good mix.
Geese, what's your final 4 list?
Final 4 would be the Wonderful Life, Eight Crazy Nights, and then I'm indifferent to Serendipity and Santa Claus. 3 or 4, you can flip them.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Put them both at 3, and then we'll have 4 left over. Didn't finish.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, kind of odd first moment for us of the last pod of the year. We're not quite to our anniversary yet. I think that's May. It's like we haven't been running for a year yet, but coming to the back end of the year, spitballed a lot of ideas. And I think, it's been a fun journey for us. I still think it's the 2 things about the last 8 months that we've done, 7 months, 8 months, that are just the most fun. Like, I think obviously we've gotten a lot better. Shout out to Crit for a lot of the help that we got. But the 2 things that stick out to me looking back at the year of starting this were the Grammy movies we did, or the Oscar movies we did, we never released. They're just they're still there somewhere. And then episode 4 just never existed.
And that's episode 4. Like, that seems like so long ago.
Yeah. And that just is gone forever. And like now it's like kind of like clockwork. We kind of know shit comes out scheduled again.
No, we can start refining things too now, where make it better for the
as much as I love
things like that.
The other thing is, as much as I love football, and I know a lot of people in this world love football, I think as we dive into non-football season and getting into more current events and current football or not non-football topics.
No, football, baby.
I think it'll be a good time for people to keep jumping on the ship and listening and watching. We're just a bunch of goons that like to watch movies.
Yeah, I'm interested to see kind of where we kind of would start to pivot to, because it's fun to jump on and just shoot the shit, catch up on ball. We've got our, Gears to Grind Oscars to give a lot of times, movies we've seen, but like where we can go to just spitballing ideas when football is over. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, the great sport of football goes on for about 6 months of the year, or 7. I don't even know. So we've got a lot of filler space. But like as we get out of it, it'll be interesting to kind of see what we. I don't really give a shit about as many other sports. We talk about them, but they're not week to week. It's a lot easier to get a week over week update on football. So, I don't know. I mean, the year anniversary episode will be our first year, but this is kind of the Spotify Wrapped for us of talking about what we've done throughout the year. I can't even remember every category or every movie that we've watched off the top of my head. But I know Critter was putting together a list for us to get ready to kind of pull from. What do you say? Just top 3 of the year? Are we going to be based this off of favorite movies we watched the year?
I like that Kurt's organizing it this way, because I don't know why, and this is just completely, it is on topic but off topic of why it's coming to my head. The number 1 movie in the number 1 pod that I remember that like sticks in my head when we thinking back is, can you guys guess it?
Guess the one that
guess the movie that I'm thinking of, and the pod review that I'm like, oh my god, I loved that. That was a blast. I wouldn't have thought it would be such a fun one.
Before whatever the second movie was.
Nope.
Okay. Mohawk.
Nope.
I thought Mohawk too.
I thought because one of my favorite pods because it's hard to remember everything we talked about in every pod, but I remember our first callback of Before Sunset. That pod was just much different than the rest of them because it was a sequel, a lot more combative on takes on because again, being a sequel, it's like we've all seen the first one. We all had different expectations for the second one. So I like that. I guess my last guess would be Warcraft.
Yes, sir. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's their
that
first
movie,
one.
Like,
With
that
me,
movie,
at least.
I feel like we all watched it and we're like, what the hell are we watching? As we were talking about it together, we were like, dude, this is actually a pretty freaking good movie.
I don't know if I'd say that it was a good movie.
Right, but good movie to chat about and a good movie for the category. you know?
I think what I said a lot during that pod was like, this is sick. Like the movie was sick.
This is sick.
Bang, we're on to the next scene.
Bang, next scene.
Yeah. That movie was sick. I don't know if it was good. Very cool.
It was entertaining.
Yeah. I would watch it again. I guess that's a good way to gauge. Like, I might have said on that podcast, I'll never watch this movie again, so I could be talking out of my ass. But I think now I'm like, I would watch that again. And I always think that's a good gauge for movies. Like, would you watch it again? And if the answer is no, you probably didn't like it that much.
And on the other spectrum, I think we all, and this is all the Rotten Tomato differences, I think that's such a great category and needs to be revisited because it's such a perfect thing to chat about. And, like, it's an easy thing to, talk about. But It Comes at Night was one that I was so excited to see and was like, man, this has got to be a great movie. That was garbage.
Dude, that one sucked, dude.
The rating difference, we actually agreed with one of the sides. I don't remember if the difference was from the critics or the popcorn or the audience, but man, that if we're gonna go back and say what was your favorite category, I think that was actually one of my favorite categories because Drag Me to Hell was also another great podcast.
That one, that's what the clips were flying off the rip.
I think, as we look at this like, our year flashback lists, like, to your point, like, what stands out about that category of movies and the podcast being different is like the topic isn't just it's like, it's not books, it's not space, it's not Adam Sandler. It's like, we got to fit those in, but like getting back into those like vague or like there was some controversy or there was like discrepancies, or maybe this movie had a lot of, it was a box office bust. Like, those more could be anything movies, as opposed to, like, obviously we're, it's Christmas time. Merry Christmas is when you're going to be listening to this. But having that, like, that topic of Rotten Tomatoes differences and audience and critic scores, there was not like a specific genre of movie. It was like 20 different kinds or whatever, how many movies we had on the list. And like, you didn't know what you're going to get. Like, we had a horror movie. We had a fucking movie based on a computer game. We had Mohawk, like, whatever you want to categorize. I think it had 8 different genres listed on the Google.
Yeah, I think it did.
Having that kind of, like, being able to fit those in more, I think those would be more fun. That category, I don't know if any of those 4 movies would make my top 3 that we've watched this year, but like, that category probably was my favorite interactions that we had.
100%. And I think, foreshadowing into what our next topic's going to be, any of these topics or months of movies that we're going to do that do not necessarily coincide with genres together, like you were saying, I think that opens up the discussion way more than them being the same. As much as being the same, you can critique and kind of analyze them together and with each other, but it kind of makes it its own, like, each movie has its own pod to just talk about itself, and it's honestly less comparing. When we did the Rotten Tomato differences, I don't think we really compared. We compared a little bit, but we didn't really compare Drag Me to Hell to It Comes at Night to Mohawk to Warcraft as much as we do like these Christmas movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't much like that one or much like this one, but I'm excited for more of us to find more of those category types for this next coming year.
Shout out the Wheel. Look at, like, just if you go through these, like, you're like, wow, the Wheel was pretty successful. It didn't give us it kind of split it up in all sorts of different ways.
On the wheel.
And the movies that are still there, which will be nice. We can revisit and populate or add a couple more to the wheels, but I do have the wheels saved somewhere. We'll be able to get them, even if I have to go rewatch the episode.
Also loved the Adam Sandler idea of a topic of being just a either creator or an actor or maybe a director. I think a director would be a great theme to roll off of.
Yeah, like a Tarantino.
Yep.
He's got a bunch of different bodies of work.
So with that, Brendan, do we want to rank together, or do we want to rank separate?
I think separately, because it's gonna be hard to like. I was already starting to look to see like if you had to pick 3, and I guess my question is, it like just your 3 favorite movies that like just watching the movie. These are your 3 favorite we watched this year, or like how do you want to kind of?
Let's go 3 favorite pods. 3 favorite pods to just once we watched it and discussed it, whether you remember everything of the pod or not. Like my example with Warcraft, I would put Warcraft in my top 3. Just discussions and like chat about it, and dive into it together, regardless of how good or bad the movie was. I'd put Warcraft in there. If I'm going to keep going, I would put probably The Martian. I think that was a bomb-ass pod that we did. I know there's a handful of these that I could not make.
Yeah.
I'd do Warcraft, The Martian, and to be honest with you, both the Before Sunrise and Before Sunset just gave me like almost like an instant nostalgia. You know what I mean? Like doing the second one like made me go, wow. I realized how much not only did I like the first movie, but what a cool thing to do a full circle 6 months later with the boys with our first, pod episode, and to be so much better at what we're doing, being able to chat about it more. Because if you do go back and listen to the first one, highly recommend it. If you we sound like a bunch of idiots with less technically good, for lack of a better word, technology with mics and everything. But those would be my top 3, and in order I would probably go the Before Sunrise, Before Sunset as my 1, Martian as 2, because of I don't know, we were using our imagination a little bit, questioning it as much as you can with a space movie, and just the different scenarios that we were chatting about. I think it was a blast. And then Warcraft just being almost a comedy of a episode. So if anybody's listening that hasn't listened to any of those 3, those would be my top 3 of go back and listen to it and watch the movie. Make sure you watch the movie.
Yeah, I can agree with that. And if I'm looking at it from that same perspective, I would say my 3 immediate go-tos, and I want to just the Rotten Tomatoes differences, all 4 of those pods, like that one category, I think would count as just one for me. Like, if we remove that one completely, because I think that category was a really good one. Like you said, we've talked a lot about why, and I think we're going to continue to do those. But if you just remove that whole category, for me, the top 3, I agree with you. Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, for me was like, and I've said for me like 8 times in a row there. It just was the first episode was not good. Most aren't. I haven't listened to it in a while. Would be funny. It's like 45 minutes. We didn't really talk about anything else. We didn't go and, like we had some feedback of I don't even know where you guys are at in this movie. I don't even know what's going on. Talked about the ending 5 minutes into the pod, like no structure. And then you get to Before Sunrise and like you see the 6 months that have passed. It's our first callback. It's our first, holy shit, we've been doing this for a while and staying with it. And then just the difference of how we were able to talk because of it being a sequel. It's our only sequel we've ever done. Well, not true, but I'll get to that. But essentially, like the only sequel we've done, like the first movie, then the second movie. So that one would be, that pairing is definitely top 3. I think the Happy Gilmore 1 and 2 episode, because again, it's unique. It was something we tried different. where, all the other ones are the movie. We go through our stuff, we get in the movie, wrap it up. That was the first one that we did that we tried something different and tried to incorporate. Like, that's why I said we haven't watched a sequel. Technically, we did with the Happy Gilmore 2, but more of a in the moment release. Like, Happy Gilmore 2 was coming out, so why we picked Sandler. And then we blended our thoughts of like our childhood or our younger days watching Happy Gilmore to what they did in the second one, and just the conversation and the structure of how we free floated. Felt like we were doing something different and just ideas to look back at moving into next year. Can we do more things like that? So I thought that one was cool. And then I know this one was, I believe, just a 2-man pod. But the Killer Clowns episode.
You took mine.
Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. I wish we all would have been there for it. That movie was, again, it's a unique movie. It's our first movie we got from an exterior, a fan, our top dog out there.
Yep.
And it's, it was just fun, like talking about the cotton candy cocoons and just like, we didn't really know with only two of us how it was going to go, and just being able to kind of plug and play for each other when somebody can't be there, and still being able to, keep the ship afloat. That one was a lot of fun. And that's definitely a movie you wish everybody was on for. But those three, I mean, I think Before Sunrise, Before Sunset pairing, again, probably one for me because of that. And I think I said mine in order. Before series paired episodes, Happy Gilmore 1 and 2 and Killer Clowns, just because of the uniqueness of each of those being different, of sequel, blended free flow, and then 2-man, how is this going to go? And then being able to continue to do it and just be like, it doesn't matter who's here, we're going to be able to jump on and chat. So those would be my top three, but I have to give a shout out because we didn't say just our favorite movies. The fact that we started this podcast, and I probably would have watched it at some point, but the fact that our first four and getting Top Gun Maverick, which is now one of my top 5, top 10 movies ever, and just hadn't ever seen the original, hadn't seen that one, and just landing on it randomly to watch it, and then it becomes one of my favorite movies ever. Had to give a shout out to Top Gun Maverick just as being an awesome movie.
Well, and not to delay yours, Geese. Maybe it gives you a little bit more time to dive into it, but the whole idea of this pod coming from that original list of IMDb's top 100. If no, and this would be a good one potentially, Brendan, that we could do. Is we went a couple years ago, I think, from the bottom of whatever that list was, and we were going to work our way up to number one, but we didn't know that the movies changed. Those two movies, I don't know if you remember, was The Game Show. And, I forget what the other one was, but it was whatever that.
I don't think I ever watched it. You watched it. Okay. I don't think I ever watched it. You were like, you guys were actually...
I'll find that movie, but it's super cool to see where we're at. I know we haven't reached a full year of doing it together, but just reflecting a little bit, it was cool to see how these categories are coming about and just watching more movies. I got to get to the theater more. I have not found the time or schedule to do it. I'm really excited to get into doing that with my time off and getting into a schedule and potentially getting a reward thing and kind of being with you guys on the same page and watching new movies, because it is something that, it'll never get old, and I hope theaters never die out. We do have to talk about the Netflix buying everything at some point and figuring out how that's going to affect our movie watching scenarios. But you talking about all that just kind of brought that up, and it's super cool to see where it's at. But I'm excited to see what Geese has for his top three.
Well, yeah, and now I got to cut him off.
No.
I have to go off of that. Just the whole movie thing. Yeah, we need to find a way, just on that topic before I forget, like, we preview movies, we see movies, we like to go, finding a way to get, whether it's once a month or whatnot, like all of us saw the same movie and then we can talk about it for 20 minutes without giving spoilers and being able to actually talk through it rather than just, hey, here's 30 seconds to promote this movie, go watch it. Like, finding a way to put that in. I am seeing A Scream Unseen tomorrow. I hope, and this is my last point, Geese, and I'll get it to you, but I think you're gonna find this funny. 28 years later, I was so excited for that movie, and it came out, and I thought it ass. They're getting me again because the new one that comes out in like 2 or 3 weeks, the previews look good, and I'm hoping that that's the movie tomorrow. And I'm like, they really got me back all the way in already? And I was like, they dropped the ball on that last one, and this preview for the new one, and like seeing that how fresh that one was, and like what they're bringing back, and it's such a 20. I think it's 28 weeks later for the turnaround of these two movies. They've got me all the way back in. I'm like, I digress.
All right. So I'm going to exclude Before Sunrise and Before Sunset just because you guys had them. Number one for me is Mohawk. Had no idea what we were getting into on that movie. And then just everyone to have the same feelings towards it when we did the pod, that just sticks out to me. Number two is Killer Clowns. Obvious reasons, you're killer clowns. But that movie was just awesome. It's that easy.
It sucked that I could not make that one because I had also seen it before.
Well, you missed an awesome movie.
It bugs me that I wasn't on that one, but I'm glad you guys did have a good time with it because it's a fun movie. It's unlike anything else.
Yeah.
And then my last one here is going to be a little out there. Jack and Jill. I wrote this movie off immediately when it first came out. I never watched it, heard it sucked, bagged on it. And then when I finally watched it, I ended up enjoying it. So, got to put that at the top of the list.
That's a good one. I didn't think about that because I did the same thing. That's the one, one of the few Adam Sandler movies I just refuse to watch.
Yep.
Everybody's this shit.
What categories out of this would you for sure say we need to revisit in 2026? My number one is Rotten Tomato differences.
Yeah.
Before that, I want to hear. Before we get into that, I was curious, from Critter's perspective of being here. Was there any you had to step up on a lot of pods and talk more, but were there any that we didn't say here, or any that stick out to you of remembering that one to be either funny or
good honorable mentions?
That one was a fucking electric pod. You guys didn't even bring it up. Did we miss anything, or did you have any that stood out to you as that one was actually pretty good? I can't believe you didn't talk about it.
The one that sticks out is a little bit is obviously Warcraft, because that was the first one I was on with you boys. But 13 Ghosts was one, I think, if I kind of remember right, was pretty funny at the time.
Yeah.
My favorite, as I'm looking at this, I think my favorite category was probably summer in a way. But then books came around, and honestly, even though we only had 3, I think all 3 of those books hit. Never Seen Green Mile. That was awesome.
The episode with Lindsay was a good one. I will say that.
Yeah.
Shout out Lindsay.
That's another dynamic
that one was actually fun to.
That one was that one. Yeah.
That's another one of those unique.
That was that was Gone Girl, right? Or was that no? It was Gone Girl.
Gone Girl. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's
Green Mile was the one that she also did read, just in case we needed to call her from the bullpen. But
no, Gone Girl was the one I was thinking about.
I think Mohawk did. I think Mohawk still this day has the best numbies and YouTube, I think. Yeah. I'm always thinking of what were my favorite clips. I know the one from the Goonies where I got a video from Brendan's brother of Brendan jumping off of my dad's roof into the pool, slam dunk. That's a good one. I think Geese saying stewarders or stewardesses.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I can't remember what episode it was, but
the Jack and Jill clip of the back.
Yeah. Ted
Lasso clip was good.
Halloween
was good.
Transition to Ted. Yeah.
Ted with the goatee because his trimmer broke. Tough sledding.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah, Trav, to your point, revisited is like I agree with you on that one. We got to find more ways to do that. The obvious ones like Halloween and Christmas, we'll be back.
Yep.
We could try to put spins on them, but I think it's kind of standalone and we'll figure it out. But
I think football's dead. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think it's just we could maybe revisit it one time, but then it'd be for sure dead.
Yeah.
We can just find ways to grow it more of like incorporating more with still having a similar topic.
Space probably dead.
Space is cool. There's some.
Yeah, there's
on that list.
much like football. There's still some good ones on there, I'm sure.
But yeah, I'm definitely down to just explore more. And the Rotten Tomato difference is like in its own one of those types of categories, like we've said before. Whatever falls in there, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with the rest of them, which I think is such a cool dynamic.
I'm excited for this year's Grammy or Oscars. I keep saying Grammys, and actually,
this will be fun. This Oscars, now that we're ready for it too.
Yeah, doing it current, and
when
then
do nominations come out, you guys? Because I think we should get on making sure we watch the nominated movies.
I think we can only do that for like one category, though.
No, just watching them on our own, not necessarily doing pods on them, but to be on top of the awards. I think it'd be good to watch those movies.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the show is like March or April.
Okay,
so you got to think because we recorded those episodes a couple months in advance. I don't think we were live yet when we did those. Maybe we were. So
if we can get the nominations as soon as we can, and then at least that's a good topic to talk about on the pod.
Yeah, mid to late January. Voting ends. Yeah.
I'd love to watch it.
Their award show is March 15th.
But voting ends on the 16th, so we'll have a good 2 months to
So April will probably be the Oscars month.
Yeah.
Thinking, down the road.
I'd be down to live stream it as well, you guys. I think
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to see what movies we've seen that are going to be up for big awards and which ones we've completely missed.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, and when we get into the wheel, obviously we're about to build out. I think we're going to see some that might be in the mix for Oscars. But how many of them do we think that we'll miss, and how many did we not watch or ever care about that are going to win Clean House?
I'm starting to remember what the Oscar list was, and the pods that we did on them. And it's
those were
such a shame that we haven't released those yet. So we might have to just drop a couple. Whether we
that was one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies that we watched all year was one of the Oscar movies. And I can't remember the name.
Culkin.
Yeah,
yep.
And Eisenberg,
yep.
and I can't remember what the name of it is.
You'll find it.
I have the list somewhere, but
those were good. Those were
good. What was the stripper one?
That won every award.
Started with an A.
Yeah, it was like
Anora.
Yeah.
A Real Pain was the movie with Culkin and Jesse Eisenberg. That one was good. Anora was not. And we watched The Covenant and
Covenant
the movie with the movie with the guy from King Kong. It was about like architecture. Geese. What was that called?
Oh, it was The Brutalist.
Brutalist.
Yeah.
So like again, it's like those four movies I'd heard of like one of them, maybe two, and they like won all these big awards. It's like how many movies that we're about to talk about probably on the list our new wheel, or movies that we've seen this year that we are like that's got to win something. He's got to win something. She's got to win something, and none of them make it. And then it's these movies that we didn't watch that we have to, like what? How do we miss this?
That's what I'm excited for. I think we have to watch all nominated, whether it's, say, Brendan, you watch this one that's nominated, Geese, you watch this one, I'll watch one of them. And because there's probably going to be a ton of movies that it'll just be too much time for us to watch all of them. But if we break it down and give ourselves a good spread of watching them all, I think it'll be really cool and really fun to do a live stream if we can make it happen.
And it's like the big five is Best Picture, Director, Actor, Actress, Original Screenplay. So like those five categories will be the main focus.
Yep. Yeah.
And a lot
we
of
can
them
talk about
will be up for multiple awards too. So I think
yeah,
it won't be.
and we can talk about the other categories and like do a debrief on the show. But like the
Do you
big
think the
five,
Oscars will be on DraftKings or?
Good question.
I don't think so, but I'm sure there's probably an app out there. You can get on it.
Probably somewhere.
Kalshi or Polymarket.
Yeah.
What is it,
Guaranteed,
Khaleesi
guaranteed.
or something? Whatever.
Bovada.
I am
Yeah.
extremely excited about this wheel
Yeah.
because I don't know where everybody's going to go. We've been alluding to it, but the new wheel for January 2026 is going to be a list of 10. We're going to cut the wheel down to 10 for this one just to make sure we've got some heavy hitters. But I don't know how we want to phrase it. I'm calling it the best movies of 2025 from our perspective, movies we've seen, movies we didn't watch that we might have wanted to watch. But the 2025's best movies from our perspective, our lists. I think the idea is we each pick 2, and then we're going to agree on 2 to add at the back end. If I don't know how big everybody's lists are, but this one could be fun. I know my list is a lot of movies that I've seen, but I would watch again. I would love to talk to you guys about it if you haven't seen them, because we didn't get a chance to talk about a lot of the newer movies because we don't want to spoil them. But now heading into the new year, if you haven't seen it, that's on you. Make sure if we pick it, you watch it before you listen.
I'm typing the Geese right now. By the way.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm laughing about.
Get
Kids.
your face away from that mic, you little nose breather.
Weasel.
You little weasel. I'm down to pop off my first 2. I don't think anybody's got my 2. That's why I'm.
No, you have to wait, Trav.
Let's get the wheel up and running. I'll be right back, but let's get the wheel pulled up. Am I muted?
No, you're
You're
good.
good.
Am I muted now?
Nope.
No.
Am I muted now?
Nope.
Okay, so my whole time I've been muting, my mic is not connected. I'm talking through my laptop.
So it sounded good. So
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah, get that wheel pulled up. What was I going to say, Geese? I think my favorite part about this year so far is
me.
Yeah, of course it's you. But the graduation of coming from no video to video to grab and crit and having him, really help out with this has just been such a cool like dynamic of having 4 guys just shooting the shit and not really having to worry about all that stuff. So shout out Crit. Appreciate it.
Well, we had our UFC pod. Really learned that I don't want to do it through Zoom anymore. And then when Geese said he was doing it through Discord, I said, absolutely not. It's like, we got to pay for this.
Shout out Riverside.
Yep.
That is not a shame.
I did see that, and Brendan is now muted.
Now, Brendan?
Yeah, you're muted now.
You're still muted.
There he goes.
Hey, Critter, I'm joining you.
Pretty good
There
shit
you go.
right here. Screwball
I've had that one
eggnog.
before, too.
I was just giving Crit a little
It's the
shout out there,
season.
Brendan.
Who?
Giving Crit a shout out for the evolution of our pod and really, honing in on all those different aspects that it's hard to do for, any 3 of us that are really focusing in on chatting about the pod, taking notes about the movies, and having him halfway in the background, halfway being able to, chat and throw in some pieces has been good.
Yeah, imagine where we'd be if we fucking still
Still
didn't
on
have the
Discord.
ability.
We wouldn't. Yeah, we wouldn't.
Just,
be doing it.
just typing away. Typing away, you can just hear everything.
Yeah.
He's going to quit by now on editing.
Up to you
That's the
guys.
thing,
I don't need to go first. I was just gonna throw it out
I
there.
think Trav
saying,
should go last.
Hey, okay with me.
You don't want to snake it.
We
Or
can
like
snake
we
it.
don't have to. We don't need to snake it, but like just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sure.
You can go first.
Okay. First one, and it ties in line with the kind of the Warcraft theme of making a video game into it. Minecraft.
That was actually on my list.
Love it.
And I was going to phrase it pretty darn close to how you phrased it.
Maybe
It was like
maybe
Warcraft,
reading your mind,
Minecraft.
so I'm glad we are snaking it. So
If we're going from Trav in a straight line, Geese would be number 2.
All right, number 2, Relay.
Relay.
Was a screen unseen, I believe, and Brendan just saw it. It's on Netflix now, I believe. one of the one I recall really enjoying.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, mine are all things I've got a couple I haven't seen that we can talk about in the back end here, but what do I want to rewatch? There's two that come to mind. I think one of them we've all seen. The other one I don't know. I know three of us have seen it. Trev was supposed to watch it.
Toss
Did
it
you
in
watch? Did you watch it?
there. I have not. I need to.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, it'll be good.
Weapons.
Yeah.
I believe it's also streamable.
Yeah, it's so hard with freaking holidays right now. I've been like trying to bucket that little or bracket that little space to just sit down and watch it because I don't want distractions when I'm watching that movie.
Yeah. Well, we'll get it on the wheel. Critter, you're up next.
I'm going to go with a fan request during our book series. It is on Netflix, Frankenstein.
Had it on my list. Haven't seen it. That was one of the haven't seens that were on my list. I was looking up different lists after I built my own, and that movie's got pretty highly touted. Trev, will go back down to you.
Second one, I don't know who had or hadn't. I think one of us at least did, was Superman.
I never got to that one.
I did get to that one. Yep. I'm glad you put it on there, Trev.
Yeah.
Geese?
I'm going to go... So I did one that I did see. This one is I haven't seen, but I want to. Marty Supreme.
We're going to have to actually physically go watch that one if it gets picked.
That's cool with me. I think that'd be a great dynamic.
Yep.
Timothy Chalamet.
Finally,
I'll do it. I've seen it 3 times. I saw it with Trav. Geese saw it the same day. We got to talk about it. F1.
Oh.
I knew he was going with it.
Dude, I'm jacked for this wheel already.
Yeah.
This is a good wheel.
That movie, as we like to say, fucks. Hard.
I thought you were going to say K-pop.
It's on the list. It's on my list. But we only have 3 spots left.
I only have 2 movies left now on my list. I'm going to... I know Geese and I talked about this. Phoenician Scheme, I think, is one.
Oh, yeah.
And I hope I spell this right. Probably not.
Are we going to end up limiting this to 10, or are we going to end up fucking piling movies in?
Oh, I'm out of ideas now.
Let's do
other
2
than one, I
more
guess.
that are group agreed, I think.
I'll throw one out there that I haven't seen, but it's gotten a lot of people rave about it. I have not watched it. One Battle After Another.
Okay.
With Leonardo DiCaprio and the other guy, I can't think of his name. If you look it up.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yep, I'm in.
I don't know what it's about, but I've seen that movie be all over the place, and it's supposed to be pretty good.
Yep.
What was it called again? Sorry.
On the list that I was.
And Benicio del Toro.
One Battle After Another.
Yep.
I'm also down if we want to round out the list to K-pop.
He wouldn't have to tell me twice.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So
Let's
I
put
think
K-pop
it's. I
on.
mean, it is the most popular movie ever on Netflix.
Yep.
It's still in the top 10.
Would get good views too, just from clickbait.
Good point. Good point.
Get some
New
good
tech.
clips of the
New
tune.
tech.
We could all dress up too.
That movie, the main song's up for a Grammy.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what they're gonna. I don't know if they'll be involved with the Oscars or not, but I think somebody just told me they're performing at like a NFL halftime show.
That was me. Netflix. Whenever they're
Christmas
having,
Day?
yeah, they are the
Okay.
halftime show.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's a fucking animated movie.
We're getting Snoop Dogg for halftime of our Christmas game, I think.
So what are we getting? K-pop at Dallas, Washington?
Probably.
You might, yeah.
It's probably in Jerry's World.
I'm
That's a
predicting that we're gonna get Marty Supreme just because it's an in-theater movie with the wheel.
Are we spinning this thing?
We are gonna have to spin it. Yeah. This is a good wheel. This is exciting.
I'm digging this.
Because I've seen it.
Yeah,
now.
literally all of my list is all on there except for Mickey 17 was the other one that I thought
The other
of.
ones I had were Caught Stealing, which I saw the preview. I thought I'd never watched it. It's on Netflix. I watched it. It's actually pretty fucking good.
Okay.
Roofman was on my list. Never saw it. Wanted to see it. Together was on my list. Lilo and Stitch was on the list. Predator Badlands was on my list because that movie fucking rocks. The Long Walk, and the one that I think we missed on, but I think we've all seen it, was Sinners.
Oh, yeah.
Sinners was a good movie.
We can throw that one on there, too, if you guys want.
I would consider one more maybe or two to throw on there. Sinners would be a unanimous. I think we would all go, yeah, that's a good one to go.
Yeah.
And one that you just said that I think would be a great pod would be Roofman with Tatum.
I haven't seen it, so I don't think anybody's seen it.
Up to you guys if you want to add Sinners and
I'm
Roofman.
fine
Let's
with
go with
both.
12.
Sinners and Roofman getting added late. I hope we get Roofman.
And I'm going to
Give me
reshuffle this. All right.
Do it again.
Matthew said,
Do it again.
Marty Supreme, I think, yeah.
Geese.
What?
What's your prediction?
What's your?
I'll do Superman.
Odds are better on this wheel, too.
I am gonna go with the K-pop Demon Hunters.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! Goop goop goop.
You gonna spin it, Crit, or
Chicken Jockey. I was trying to guess mine. Minecraft.
All right, two of them next to each other. Get a little suspense here. Best of luck, gentlemen. You can't really go wrong here. How long's this spin here?
I think I did like 15, 16 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Baby. Oh, baby.
The sign was, yeah.
We're talking about fate. This is fate. We were supposed to do this episode.
We were supposed
Trav's
to talk
gift.
about this
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we were supposed to talk about this movie a long time ago.
Beautiful.
We even talked about this movie doing like a special episode doing it.
Yeah, because that was when Trav was in town. Yeah.
I can't wait to watch it again.
Same.
I'm
I've seen
pumped.
it
I
3
haven't watched it since, so this will be a fun watch.
I saw it 3 times in theaters. This movie rocks. I cannot wait. I think it's out streaming now, like HBO or something.
Apple.
Yeah.
Apple.
Yep.
Well, Merry
Snapple.
Christmas, gentlemen. Good Secret Santa. Glad everybody got their presents. Christmas series was fun. Very limited category. Now we're opening it up to the best of 2025 for what we've seen or what we haven't seen that we want to. And I think it's going to be fun to see what of our list here of 12 of our nominated top 2025.
Wait, ho!
Top 2025 movies. How many of the 12 that we picked will even be looked at the award show? Like how much did we miss, or what did we miss on, or what did we
F1's
nail?
on that list. F1 will be.
Oh yeah,
for sure, Brad. You
F1
put
soundtrack.
Brad Pitt, and you put that soundtrack in there. She's in.
I can't wait for this pod next week. But moving into the top movies of 2025, chosen by yours truly here of the Extra Butter podcast group. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy
I know we're a little bit early.
Mm-hmm. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Happy New Year. You will hear from us after the New Year, I believe. It'll be January 2nd will be the next pod. So awesome start to the year. Or I guess to the Extra Butter podcast. Had a good year. Excited to get to a calendar year in May. But been fun. Everybody that listens, everybody that gives us any sort of feedback, we want to continue to hear it. Building out these topics. If you're still listening and you listen to the back end of what we want to do next, we would love to hear from you guys. Give us the ideas. Give us movies that we missed. If our 2025 wheel's glaringly missing some movies, we're not going to add them. But you can tell us how dumb we are. And I'm excited to see if your movie makes
Maybe
it
we'll
to the
fit it
Oscars
in later.
show.
Another category.
Yeah, maybe it'll come up. It might come back up in April when we do the Oscars because we were wrong and you were right. So let us know what you think, what you guys want to hear moving into 2026. But it's been a fun ride thus far. Guys, every episode is live on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. Instagram and X Everything app for everything that's to come about movies that we might be watching. We'll be watching clips, a lot of geeseisms, I think we've called them. Haven't had one in a while. Kid's been hot, been doing well with his grammar. But it's been fun. But to wrap things up, guys, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a little extra butter.
Extra, extra butter on the corn for me. Extra, extra butter. I hope they don't charge a fee. But it won't matter anyway. I got a good movie to play. I'm gonna ask my friends to stay extra butter for me.